suffered a horse collar tackle at that time. Still scored. We're going to get an update on both of them. Michael Pittman Jr. is already out with a concussion suffered on a play in which DeMonte Casey wound up getting ejected. Jamie Erdahl helping clean all this up. Jamie?
Yeah, Rich, Shane Steichen seemingly pleased with how the Colts handled their business in the first half as far as those points that were left on the field in that fourth down. Of course, he loved that one back, but he was confident in the production there. Zach Moss, as you mentioned, still finds himself in the locker room, yet still being just questionable to return. Minkah Fitzpatrick still questionable with that knee injury. And Shane Steichen said he's going to have to rely on those young offensive stars to step up in the second half.
152 of Minshew's 185 passing yards and both touchdowns in that second quarter. It's Tyler Goodson who's in while Moss is out. I mean, Minkah Fitzpatrick has just been officially ruled out. So Goodson, the rookie from Iowa, brought up just today on the practice squad. He's getting some meaningful action here. In this building.
And you know, they want to start with running the football, so he's going to be instrumental here in this second half to be able to complement what they're doing in the pass game with the short pass game and the RPOs that we've been talking about.
2nd and 5. Minshew finds Goodson. He's taken down right where he caught it by Porter Jr.
We talked a lot about the Steelers' struggles offensively. They had the one nice drive in the first half, but when we were talking to TJ Watt yesterday, he was talking about defensively they need to create a splash. They need to make those big plays, those game-changing plays. Haven't really seen it up to this point in this game, but you feel like the momentum has turned back to the Colts. You're going to need somebody like TJ to come up with a splash.
Steelers scored the first 13. Indianapolis' answer with 14. Minshew on 3rd down. Completes that to Montgomery for a second, and then it's knocked away. Cole Walker with the big pass breakup. And that's a 3-and-out to start the half.
Steelers brought the pressure, couldn't get home, but forced Garner to get the ball out a little before he wanted to. And a great play there by Walker to meet the ball at the man and knock it out. Get the ball back for their offense.
So out comes Sanchez for the punt. Calvin Austin, the third. Right around his 22 to receive it.
Home and auto.
But that's 4 words.
Not if you bundle them.
Bundling, just another way to save with the personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
We just passed the midway point of the middle game of our Saturday triple header in Week 15 here on NFL Network. An exhilarating overtime win for the Bengals over the Vikings has led to this game. Najee Harris bull rushing his way. The ball's loose. They're saying he's down before it came out.
Done a good job making something out of nothing. DeForest Buckner is in the backfield as soon as he gets the ball. See it right there. Doesn't seem to be moving before he hits the ground. But
I don't know, though. Not by that angle. We can't tell that for sure. E.J. Speed is the one who was riding Harris. And the Colts are celebrating as if it is a turnover. There's some Gatorade people on the field, like there's a timeout. See if they've already replay assisted the ball into the Colts' hands. And the ball does appear to be loose there, Kurt.
Yeah, without a doubt. Knee comes in, knocks it free.
That ball does appear to be out. E.J. Speed knocks it loose.
Indianapolis is challenging the ruling on the field.
We'll see how, if they do recover it, though. There has to be a clear recovery as well. Well, the league wants us to go to break instead of showing you what's going on.
can see Julian Blackmon when he's recovering this. It's just like a receiver on the sideline. Have to have possession, get 2 feet down in bounds, which he clearly does. Because it was ruled dead, it will be Indy's ball at the spot of recovery. First down.
Successful challenge by Shane Steichen. Leads to Minshew to the end zone. Touchdown, Mo Alley Cox. Third touchdown pass of the night for Gardner Minshew.
So often this is what you see. You get a turnover and you want to turn it into points right away. Nice job, protection up front, good throw on the corner route by Gardner Minshew. The Steelers have been so good at protecting the football. A big turnover in Colts territory, and they capitalize right away.
That's an 8-point Indianapolis lead. The Colts just took over the lead in the NFL in turnover margin, plus 12. One now better than the San Francisco 49ers, who take on the Cardinals tomorrow.
And how often do you see a guy just fighting for extra yards like Najee Harris was there? Ball gets a little bit loose, gets kneed out of his hands, and you hate to have that quick turnaround. 7 points on the board the other direction after play number 1.
And the defense got the 3 and out they needed. The offense gets it back. Najee Harris turns it over, and the Colts have scored 21 unanswered to take an 8-point lead early second half. So the work is now cut out for the offense for Pittsburgh, which had a nice 12-play scoring drive for a touchdown earlier in this game. But they're now down 8. The NFL family is committed to advancing social justice through work that reduces barriers to opportunity, just as players inspire change.
Getting the ball to George Pickens more. Only 2 catches on the night. They talked about trying to move him around. He's normally an outside receiver. They talked about moving him into the slot, but just trying to find ways to free him up, because he is that game-changing player for this offense. Just doesn't get enough opportunities to do so.
2 catches, 30 yards for Pickens so far. 3rd and 5. Trubisky runs out of time. Buckner and crew. Ebukam in on it too. And the Steelers get their first 3 and out since the opening possession. Ill-timed, to say the least.
This is what we call a coverage sack. Nobody open on the back end. Nowhere for Mitch Trubisky to go with the football, trying to buy a little extra time, but too many blue jerseys.
Downs back at his 25. Steps up to field this. And has a head of steam. Down at the 48. Rodney Williams on the stop. 13-yard return. I mean, old Mo is wearing a throwback jersey. In case you're wondering, the Colts are wearing throwback jerseys tonight. Say it's a throwback to the 1956 Colts. That's why you can see those Colts on the back, and you can see the logo we've got on our screen there associated with the Colts score. Kind of getting into that spirit as well. Interesting that that team went 5 and 7. I mean, they could have chosen the 58 greatest game ever played team, but nonetheless, here's Goodson with a bunch of room in front of him. Goodson, gain of 33.
And as good as this defense is, you heard Mike Tomlin talking at the half with Jamie, is just haven't had enough snaps on offense. Put so much pressure on this defense to be out on the field and make play after play after play. You talked about the momentum. You start to wear down a little physically, and you feel like everything's swinging over to the Colts sideline right now.
On Trenton Thompson, who's in place of the ruled out Minkah Fitzpatrick. He's now hurt. DeMonte Casey got ejected. They're running out of safeties.
See him just coming down hard. Oh, man. You're right. They are thin on the back end.
Let's hope he can return shortly. Undrafted rookie out of San Diego State. And every man is needed, because the phrase of next man up, they might be looking around and saying there's no next man to be up. Boy, this game has turned, unfortunately, for the Steelers. Up 13-0. They've given up 21 unanswered, and now the ball rests on the Pittsburgh 20 for the 5th Indianapolis red zone possession of the day.
As I was saying, so much pressure while they're trying to figure out the offense. TJ Watt was talking about that as well. We're just trying to hold this thing down as the offense gets into that mode where they start clicking. They want to get their quarterback Kenny Pickett back, hopefully in the next couple weeks. But a lot of pressure on them to continually step up with big plays.
Minshew to his right. There's Cox again. But that is ended quickly by Walker. This is the importance of this game. As you could see, the Bengals, with that overtime win, knocked everyone down a peg. Pittsburgh currently rests at 7. Indianapolis at 8. And we were talking to Mike Tomlin saying the defense has had problems making sure that teams settle for field goals, giving up touchdowns instead. Again, the 5th red zone possession here. The previous 4, 3 touchdowns and 1 turnover on downs in the end zone. 2nd and 7. Minshew for the end zone. It's Cox again, but incomplete. Joey Porter Jr. appeared to arrive just in time.
Really a great throw by Gardner Minshew right here. Instead of leading him outside, he puts it on his back shoulder because he knows Porter's sitting out there. Oh, Allie Cox has got to come up with that one. Just a great placement by Gardner Minshew with the football.
Brings up 3rd and 7. Boy, the Steelers need to get off the field here. Minshew stepping up. Complete to Granson. He's close to the first down, but he appears just short of it. Well, if you go for it on 4th and goal from the 2, look at this. We're seeing a coach in the NFL take 3 points on 4th and short. Like, are you allowed to do that anymore, Kurt?
I wouldn't be, you know, when I watch the league every single week, I'm not sure that it's allowed, but I love the decision right here. You want to get up 2 scores. You want to put the pressure back on this Steelers offense to have to move the football, get away from what they want to do, and score twice.
Matt Gay from 29 yards. So, 9 minutes to go. Away 2 more times from an opponent. They lead the league in turnover margin. Plus 12. They were trailing 13-0. They're now up by 11. Let's take a look at some next-gen stats powered by AWS.
Well, when you have a struggling offense, you need to get big plays, right? You need to create some things down the field so you don't have to take 10 and 12 play drives. You see it right there. It's been all short passes, 0 for 2 on the deep throws. The one that was intercepted right there. But the best thing you can try to create for a struggling offense is one of those game-changing, field-changing type plays. And tonight, they just have not been able to do that.
Trubisky has one on the ground, though. It's a 4th down conversion earlier on in the first half. There's one. There's a flag down as there was a collision right as Warren flew past Connor Hayward, I think it's on him.
Yeah, I thought that was Kenny Moore that read that from the get-go. Broke underneath.
Holding offense, number 83. 10-yard penalty, still first down.
5th penalty of the night on Pittsburgh.
See it right there. Great job by Kenny Moore reading this thing, beating Hayward to the spot. All he could do was reach out and grab him. And again, Steelers offense going the wrong direction.
They turned it over on their first possession of the half after getting the 3 and out. Led to a touchdown. Now a holding penalty to start this one. 1st and 20. Warren up the middle. Got most of the penalty yardage back. Zaire Franklin, leading tackler in the NFL, notches another. Here comes Harris back in for the first time since that fumble.
That's exactly what I was talking about when you see that penalty. Struggling offense, you force yourself behind the chains. You force yourself to have to work the long distance, 10 and 12 plays, but you've got mistakes riddled in here and there. It's been a formula for disaster all year long.
2nd and 11. Trubisky out to Warren. Makes a move inside. Zaire Franklin on another tackle. There's a flag on the far side of the field.
Holding offense, number 78. 10-yard penalty, replay, second half.
It's another penalty. James Daniels flagged for that one. Jamie?
You're seeing Najee Harris push through the second half. A lot of challenges. Mike Tomlin appreciates that about him. He likes that he's a guy that will run into the fire. Tomlin went to Alabama to see him play in college. He goes, no one from the Bay Area fights and competes, voluntarily goes to the SEC amongst guys that are from Mobile and wants to compete. He likes that about Najee Harris, and you'll see it more in the second half.
Well, if he likes him running into the fire, we're close to a 5 alarm here. As Warren on 2nd and 21. We'll make it 3rd and long, down 11. Coming off of 2 straight losses at home to 2-win teams. I mean, it's beginning to get late early in this one.
And these are the things that make me scratch my head. At the end of the first half, you have 18 seconds left, and you're winging the ball down the field to try to make a big play. Here we are in 2nd and 20. And now you go conservative with your offense when you find yourself down 2 scores. Some point you've got to push the envelope and force your playmakers to make plays.
3rd and 20. Trubisky stepping up, throws it, and there's an open receiver making a play. That's Deontay Johnson, gain of 26. Boy, do they need that, Kurt.
That was huge. Great job by Mitch Trubisky to buy a little bit of extra time. You see the Colts dropping everybody back. Nice little move again. Finds the open space. And a good throw by Trubisky. You see stepping up here. One thing he does really, really well is throw on the run. Right on the money for the first down.
3rd and 20. Perfect time to come up with their longest play of the day, 26.
Like 20.
Here's Harris. Nice first down gain. Gain of 7. DeForest Buckner with the stop. Pittsburgh with 8 straight wins over Indianapolis. The last time the Colts beat the Steelers was when Peyton Manning threw 3 touchdowns in Pittsburgh in a classic Peyton Manning Big Ben game back in 2008, Week 10. It's Week 15, 2023, and they're down 11.
Like 20.
Trubisky over the middle. That's caught. And there's Pickens inside the 40. Gain of 17. They're getting chunks, Kurt.
I love it. Coach Tomlin likes to say, hunt for chunks. Try to find those big plays. See right here, it looked as if George Pickens was going to run to the post. Pushes the safety off. Hooks it up. Nice job going down. We've seen him do this a couple times today. Go down low and pick it off the turf for another first down and big play.
145.
Steelers moving it. They're in Colts territory. Harris. Another nice gain on first down. I'll call it 4.5, maybe 5.
And I like the balance here, winning on first down, running the football, coming back, taking your chunks.
Eric Johnson, the second, is down for the Colts. 4:33 to go in this third quarter, and they're checking on second-year player out of Missouri State. Looks like it happened right there. He was playing that play one-legged right from the snap, it looked. Kurt
was got rolled up there at the end. See his leg get caught up underneath.
So we'll see what the Steelers can do once the play begins here. But so we'll step away and come back in a moment.
That time of the year is coming around. The Holiday Classic is back on Christmas Eve. Let's go! Tune in to NFL Network for an epic primetime showdown. It's time for the holidays. We're going to set the tone. As the Patriots. There's that speed. And the Broncos. Touchdown! Light up mile high for an AFC clash on Sunday night. Protect the hog. We having a ball. The NFL Holiday Classic, Christmas Eve at 8, only on NFL Network and streaming on NFL Plus.
When it comes to football,
What a play! Oh my goodness!
Game Day has you covered. From the field to the studio.
It's going to be a classic.
With expert predictions.
He might be the most likely to score a touchdown.
Diving in! This kid has been unbelievable.
Game-changing highlights.
He's got it!
And can't-miss recaps.
Are you kidding me?
On Game Day, you won't miss a beat. NFL Game Day, all day Sunday on NFL Network.
So Johnson, the second, limped off by himself. And back on the field, it's now 2nd and 6. 4 plays, 64 yards right now, Kurt, on this drive.
I like it. After the first quarter, they only had 60 yards total up until the beginning of this drive. So they found something here. And as I keep saying, a big part of it is those chunk plays, 2 big pass plays that have really helped them to flip the field.
Another Harris run. Harris only gains a couple to bring up 3rd and short. They're playing the bells here. Fans are going to start full throat.
You talked about it earlier, how their defense had to hold the Colts to 3 points, couldn't let them get in the end zone. The same happens on the flip side. Coach Tomlin talks about it. You get down in the red zone and get 2 field goals as opposed to 2 touchdowns, and you stink as an offense when people looking from the outside. So they've got to stay on the field and find a way to put this ball in the end zone.
3rd and 4. Trubisky, flag down, almost picked off in and out of the hands of Connor Hayward, and then Zaire Franklin. See who the flag's on here. It is 4th down. They're going over the Colts side first to see what Steichen wants to do.
Holding
another hold.
Offense, number 65. 10-yard penalty, replay, 3rd down.
So they're going to back them up instead of it being 4th and short. Dan Moore Jr. called for the hold out there, as you could see at the top of your screen right there.
You move them back, at least make them a long field goal attempt or maybe out of field goal range, but you also know they're going to have to probably drop back and throw the ball down the field, hold the football. You're hoping those guys up front can get home and definitely knock them out of range.
So it's 3rd and 14 instead of 4th and 3. Trubisky looking for Pickens, and that ball was thrown out of bounds. Nobody had a shot at it. Jalen Jones nor Pickens. And that will now bring out Boswell for a hefty attempt.
That was one of those.
They're going to punt.
That was one of those plays where you've got a safety over the top.
Wow.
of George Pickens right there.
Kurt,
You got to go another direction with the football.
Just got to bring this up. I mean, you don't want Boswell to kick one from 50-something yards here. Instead, you're going to punt. Down 11 with 18 minutes and change to go. And Boswell looked like he was ready to get out there. Instead, you're going to give it back. Straight up in the air. Downs calls for it. Fair catch inside the 20. So we'll see how that strategy plays off and plays out. 22-yard punt. And the Lions and the Broncos are getting ready to finish up our triple header tonight. Two guys you know very well.
No doubt.
Kevin Harlan and Trent Green will be having the call later on tonight. Denver would love to join Cincinnati in the winner of this game in the 8-6 club. Houston, that appears to have Davis Mills starting tomorrow at 7-6, and the Bills taking on the Cowboys, who want that 1 seed. And as you could see, Detroit at 9-4 would like to get to 10 wins, just like the Eagles, Cowboys, and Niners later tonight. Here's Sermon on a Saturday night. With a short game right there, Jamie.
Rich, Gardner Minshew is having a great night. It always feels like the right time to remind everyone that this young man lives in a van in the off-season voluntarily. He lives in Naples, Florida. He parks this van in a gym parking lot in South Florida, and in his free time, he runs routes on the beach with his friends, and he plays pickleball against women that are older than him. He says, sometimes I have to check my competitive edge because when those ladies approach the net, they better back up.
Okay. Gardner Minshew, we all know, beats to his own drum, and he's got Sermon running hard for a first down right there, but he's ruled just short. And again, Zach Moss, we haven't seen him since this second quarter when he got horse-collared on a game-scoring run.
Are you talking? I'm visualizing Gardner Minshew smashing an old lady with a pickleball right now.
I'm trying to focus through it. I mean,
competitiveness.
I got to tell you, I used all my focus to call that Trey Sermon run.
Well done. Well done.
Instead of thinking